This video will be about complex numbers and how to simplify them. Now, in the previous video that you watched where we introduced complex numbers, we talked about what I to the 0, I to the first, I squared, and I cubed all equal. So go ahead and answer those questions now. So hopefully what you said was that I to the 0 equals 1, like it does every single time we see it. I to the first should be I squared we had equals -1, and I cubed gave us -I. This will be important when simplifying because when we simplify, we want no exponents. Okay, so we're going to have i's or numbers. Okay, no I squares, no I to the thirds, no I to the zeros. Okay, just i's and numbers. Now, when we simplify, our simplifying form is a plus bi. Okay, so a is our numbers and b is the coefficient, the number in front of our I. So how many i's are we counting? Okay, now they can be positive, they can be negative, but we have our numbers and we have our i's, so we'll have no exponents. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify this first one. Now, when we're simplifying, we're doing this just like we've done before with quadratics, with combining like terms, with distribution. Everything that we've done before, it still pertains to this situation. Okay, so we're going to do this one first. Okay, so 3i minus 1 plus 4 minus 5i squared. Now, the first thing I want to do is get rid of my exponents. Okay, I have a squared right here. We know that I squared equals -1, so I'm just going to rewrite that with -1 in the spot. So if minus 5 times -1, let's go ahead and simplify that, plus 5. Okay, because we have -5 times -1 gives us +5. Now, if you would have liked to have simplified these steps before I do, you may go right ahead. Okay, I'm doing this to show every single thing that is going on so we can go step by step. Okay, so that first thing that we want to do, I'm going to go ahead and write this in words, is simplify exponents. Okay, first thing you want to do. Okay, now we want to combine our like terms. Combine like terms. So we've been doing this for years. We talked about it earlier this year. Let's look at, so our first term, we have some i's. So we have an I there, no i's, no i's, no i's, and then we got some numbers. Notice how I'm keeping that sign there. There's a negative, there's a positive, there's a positive. So if I combine my i's, I have 3i. If I combine my numbers, I have 4 plus 5 is 9, minus 1 is 8. And there is my answer. Now I can either write that as 3i plus 8 or 8 plus 3i. Either answer is fine. Okay, more often you'll see this answer, but this answer tells us the exact same thing. Let's go ahead and try another one. Now we're going to have to talk about distribution here because we've got parentheses and we have a negative symbol in front of this parentheses. So that negative tells us we're subtracting this whole group. So to distribute the negative. Okay, so I'll make a note here. We need to distribute the negative. These are all things to keep in mind when we are combining like terms. We are simplifying these complex number expressions. Okay, we're simplifying our exponents. We're distributing the negative, combining like terms. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and use green for my problem before we get to the answer, like on the other one. So 2i plus 3 minus -4i gives us plus 4i, minus +1 gives us -1. Okay, now let's check our exponents. No exponents, no exponents. There are no exponents. We're good to go. Okay, so let's go and look at our like terms. Our i's. Here are some i's right there. Nope. Oh, here's some more. Now let's look at our numbers. We have a +3 and a -1. So I'm going to go ahead and combine my i's first. So 2i plus 4i gives me 6i. And then +3 minus 1 gives us +2. And like before, we can write that as 2 plus 6i. Okay, so this concludes our video on simplifying by adding and subtracting. You got a couple questions to answer before moving on to looking at distribution and multiplication.